What's up, everybody? Raiden's Madden Gaming here, and today we are here with another full game video of the playoffs. This full game video is going to be a first full game video to start the division round. And like I said yesterday, the Buccaneers and the Packers are going to play in the morning, but that game's got to play first before the Chiefs and Chargers play in the morning. The Chiefs and the Chargers will play after the Buccaneers versus Packers. Alright, let's do this. And then after I'm done pulling up both of the teams, okay, there we go. After I'm done pulling up both teams right here, I need to tell you guys something for what's going to happen if they win or lose, of what's going to be some matchup options if things happen for the two championship games. Alright, here's the matchup for the division round. So anyways, I wanted to say, so if the Buccaneers win, if the Buccaneers win this first division game, this very first Madden 25 division game, and then Rams win, then it will be the Buccaneers versus Rams in the championship. But the Bucs win against the Packers, and then the Lions win against the Rams later today, then that means the Buccaneers will go against the Lions in the championship round. So if the Buccaneers win, so basically if the Buccaneers win, they're gonna have to wait to see which one of those two teams, the Rams or the Lions, to see whoever wins that game. The Buccaneers will rather go against the Lions or the Rams after that game. If they do win. If they don't, then they'll be eliminated, and then the Packers will wait to see if they're going to go against the Lions or Rams. So this game depends on who's going to win, and then who's going to wait for the other game to stop and see what team wins that one for the make the final championship game, to make the championship game finished, to have it scheduled. Like, it's already scheduled, but like to have the schedule of the game what teams. And then if the Chiefs, I need to tell you guys also, if the Chiefs win, so if the Chiefs win against the Chargers, then they will then the Chiefs will wait to see who's going to win the Ravens game. Whoever wins the Bills and Ravens game will go against the Chiefs. If the Chiefs ever win the game against the Chargers, then the Chiefs are gonna have to wait and see who's gonna win the Ravens Bills game. Whoever wins that game, the Chiefs will go against them in the championship. But they didn't win yet. I'm just saying if they ever do. If the Chargers win and then the Bills win, then there'll be Bills versus Chargers in the division in the championship. Same goes as the Ravens. If the Ravens win against the Bills, and then the Chargers win against the Chiefs, then that means the Ravens will go against the Chargers in the championship round. Alright. Now we're going to do the coin flip. You know how it's done. Home team heads, away team tails. So that means for this matchup, the Packers are heads, the Buccaneers are tails. Also, this game is going to be a snow game. We're going to have two snow games for this division round. The one of them is the Packers versus Buccaneers. The other one is going to be so we'll have one for the NFC and AFC. The NFC one will be this full game video right here. Will be this game right here, the Buccaneers and Packers at Green Bay. And then the other one will be the last division game to be played to see what's gonna be finished. And then after that, and then that last game is gonna have snow. That last division game is gonna have snow to see who's going to the championship and what 4 teams is gonna be. And it'll stick up to 2 teams for the Super Bowl tomorrow. Or it can be later today because I was supposed to go to school today, but I didn't. But I didn't go because of these game reasons because I needed to play 2 games in the morning. But I only had time to play 1 because I forgot to wake up a little bit early. Anyways, Packers heads, Buccaneers tails. Here we go. Alright, it's tails. The Buccaneers. I'm being the Buccaneers. I guess I'm being the Buccaneers for this game. And this is also... Alright, Buccaneers versus Packers coming your way. A rematch from the NFC Championship game back in 2021. A rematch from the championship game back in 2021. But this time a little bit different because this game is going to be in the division. I mean, because this game is in the division round, I meant. Alright. Alright, let me think real quick. Alright, you know what? I'll do them for daytime. I'm going to stick with them for daytime. Alright, weather. We're doing snow. I said we're doing snow. Okay. Here we go. Buccaneers versus Packers. The first division game to start. Enjoy, everybody.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the...
There's always something special about snowfall at the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. And away we go from Wisconsin. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. There it is, partner. Tough to resist starting the game with a deep shot. I know you know that. It is aggressive, but also very high risk, high reward.
It is, Kate, and you know as an offensive player, especially as a quarterback, you go to bed that night, these plays are scripted. You're going to come out, you're going to take a shot. Where you got to show a little restraint. If it's not there, and that defense has the awareness they just did, boy, you got to be real careful to not give them an opportunity to do what they just did and make a huge play defensively.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Once again, Irving breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Right back to Irving now. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Baker now from the gun. Flush out now, and they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain, he did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here comes Reed. He stopped on the return to the 27. Packers taking the field now, their 2nd series of the game coming up. And we only saw this group for 1 snap to start the game, Brock, so hopefully we get a longer look at them this time.
You know, Kate, in a lot of ways, it may even be easier to shake that first one off. They're barely on the field, so it's really a second chance to write the opening series you wanted.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. Reed's got it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Past midfield to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. Another gain about a handful there. That stop made by KJ Brent. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Love from the gun. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Love now. Complete beyond the marker. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Love now to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown Green Bay. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird? In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe that's Tyrese Maxey. But whatever.
The kids weren't alive, I get it. They weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. On now is McManus to kick this away. Bucky Irving now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's the give to Irving. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. And the Packers will go with a dime look. 3rd down coming. Pocket isn't holding off. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up and hit a 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Kalijah Kancey. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's not called at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Takes the handoff, now Love. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers break the tie here in the 1st. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On now is McManus to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Bucs on offense now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he'll be met in the line to limit the game to a yard. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. Irving here from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Mayfield now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Tight end going in motion here. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. Now makes it 2nd down. On the give, this is Irving. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Andrew Cooper there to make the stop. Chance to have the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap from Mayfield. He's on the move. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by Quay Walker. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Irving on the inside give. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Carry here for Irving. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running right, it's Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Packers put 6 defensive backs out there defending pass on this 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run this with Irving. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. The give now to White, and he's brought down for a loss. On 4th down, the Buccaneers try to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This from 28 yards away. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And we slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now carry by Irving. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Rolling with Irving here. And he gets him around 6 there. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Ken, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row, Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Mayfield. He's on the move. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Going over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Baker. Again, he's under pressure. He goes down. The Packers take their first time out. 4th and forever coming up. Receiver in motion going left. Here we go, it's Mayfield. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 1st down stand. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Able to get it to Reed. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Complete on a slant to Watson. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing, Love. Stays in the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Packers send out their punting unit. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline, and no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They're now set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Trying to push one through there. So it'll be second down. Going again is Baker. To the right, and intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Throwing on first down, Love.
No!
And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's second down coming up. Here's Love to throw. The throw caught at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to... Well, I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Irving. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers getting their offense set to go to begin the third. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. Now it's Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. Broken up right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And they get to this one just shy of the opposing 30-yard line. The Packers and Jordan. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun now for Love. On target to Musgrave. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. On second down, Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Handoff headed right, Irving. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Jair Alexander with the stop. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the wall again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. He puts everything. They're on it. That's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers get a huge return down to the 25-yard line before that tackle's made.
Well, that's now a second
Buccaneers
time
fans, get out of
he's
here.
put his
Game's
defense in a
over.
tough spot.
Game's over.
That's a hard
Game's
thing about
over.
playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now
Game's
second
over.
on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge.
Yeah, game's
Quarterback's
really
gotta
over
start
now.
protecting
Game's
the football.
really over.
And he's brought down.
Packers are moving on to the championship.
They'll break the huddle and come up on
Jesus
first and goal.
Christ.
From the red zone now.
Okay, that is completely wrong.
And that's a touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Jaden Reed the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah,
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. But this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, we got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Once again, Irving. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. So now here's 3rd and 5. Now here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Mayfield will throw for it. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for a 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The Green Bay offense. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Love out of the shotgun. He lobs it up, looking deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers likely locked up the win right there. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it over the defender and take the lid off the defense.
This game's over.
Because it is
Just
so
get out.
simple.
If you don't
It's
wanna watch this
something that
game,
these two
then
have
you don't
done
have
and
to.
thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but
Just
since
get out.
Pop
This game's
Warner.
over.
They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Irving. And a decent return ends as they bring him down.
The reason why I give up like 1 or 2 touchdown passes is really because there's players in the way, so that was actually not fair.
Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty
Touchdown.
hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess.
Yeah, okay.
It's an awful place both on the
Okay, so it's fair for them to catch it, but not fair for me. Okay,
Let's do it.
okay, I see how this goes.
Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Baker now. He's on the move. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the scores we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had. Not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, kid. It's been tough. When they needed to play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Buccaneers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Mayfield now from the gun. He's got time here.
What are you doing?
And not much doing. He stopped.
Move! And Buccaneers players in the way. Move!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield.
My God!
Try and push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball.
Jesus
Incomplete.
Christ.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Mayfield will look to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. From the gun, Mayfield. He's on the move. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And that's good yardage for the new set of downs.
The clock hits 0. And the Packers are going to the championship game. And the Buccaneers are eliminated after this Winter Wonderland division matchup. And after this Winter Wonderland game for the Packers, they go to the championship game. Eliminate the Eagles, eliminate the Buccaneers. Who next? I do not even know. Rather the Rams or Lions in the championship game. One of those teams will be eliminated. If the Packers win, they can eliminate one of those teams. And they can make it elimination number 3. Buccaneers eliminated. 31-10. Final score. Good game for the Packers. And Packers fans, go ahead and cheer when you're watching this right now. Your Packers are going to the NFC Madden 25 championship game. Now everybody cheer. The Packers are in the Madden 25 NFC championship game. Final score, 31-10. Buccaneers eliminated by getting 10 points. Packers getting 31 points for the win to go to the Madden 25 NFC Championship game.